Hello for the recap of what happens in the 5 matches since the restart in the A-League there, including a couple of games my Wellington and Phoenix side, since I'm from New Zealand, has participated on as well too. So first up was Sydney against Wellington Phoenix. Unfortunately, we did lose that game 3-1. The Phoenix better off the early exchanges. Sydney with first shots on target just after 15 minutes into the game, with Luke Bratton powerful strike from distance. Bratton had a free kick, edge of the box. Mavinich tipped over the bar to make sure that the Wellington Phoenix went into the half-time break level. Kakachi in the second half down the left-hand side drove to the byline, bundled over by Ryan McGowan, and Piscopo stood up and coolly slotted away a penalty kick after being ordered after that foul, and was immediately replaced after taking a 1-0 lead by Gary Hooper. Ulysses Davilia tried to control an awkward bouncing ball in the area, ball striking his arm, and Sydney was awarded a penalty kick themselves, and they were able to equalise as Lafondra thunderbolted the spot kick past Malvinich, and it was his 18th goal of the season, so it's been very prolific for Sydney as they just about clinched the Premier's plate, being first on the table by quite a large margin. Ninkovic winning possession, playing the through ball to release Buragai, the keeper, coming off the line, and that was badly played with a goalkeeper coming off the line there, as he should have just stayed back, made it tougher for him to be able to score, but were able to roll past the defender Stephen Taylor, who was on the line, but of course can't use his hands, so he has to use his feet, so it's less of a threat to be able to defend, and that gave Sydney the lead there. Buragai did make it a second, and 2 minutes later, as the Wellington Phoenix trying to come off a quick response to equalise. Another swift counter-attack with Lafondra releasing him first effort parried away from Malvinich, but dinked the rebound over the gloves into the net. In the game there, so we had Wellington Phoenix scoring first, 66 minutes in with Reno Piscopo, penalty kick goal. Then next up, Sydney adding Lafondra to equalise a penalty kick themselves. Then Sydney a couple of late goals to make sure that they managed to win the game very late on with Trent Buragai. So defensive mistake there with the goalkeeper coming out, and then just eventually getting caught on the counter-attack when we're trying to somehow snatch a draw back again in our favour. There was 15 to 13 shots for Sydney and 7 to 2 on target, so you could say somewhat deserved, but they did it very late on. So well done to Sydney. Unfortunate for my Wellington Phoenix team. Still got 4 more games to talk about. So the next game was Perth Glory against Central Coast Mariners. And interestingly, there was some talk about 2 starting places for 2 of the coaches' Popanovic sons, Christian and Gabriel. So that's pretty odd for a coach to select their own sons to participate. It must be good quality or good enough quality to make it. Of course, a bit of bias going on there. It was congested opening 10 minutes in. Ended up with Central Coast Mariners Jacob Mulling's spectacular efforts, which did not test ready. For Ollie, spun Perth's attack into action quarter an hour in, finding Frenich in space, and his driven cross diverted wide of the goal. A minute later, sharp turn and just drag the shots wide of the mark. Burghetti near post. Perth up the tempo, seized control of possession with Ollie skewed 26-minute effort off target. Igman weaved inside and lashed right-footed strike after Kilkenny. Delicate pass followed quickly taken free kick. Sammy Sevilla slammed 25-yard shots wide towards the end of the first half, and he drilled another attempt straight at Weddy 52 minutes in. Foley, just after, won a free kick, forcing Burghetti into a diving. Perry scrambled Freeney's rebounds. Jordan Maui and Alex Grant involved in a clinching collision as well too. And Jordan Maui taken off with dislocated shoulder, unfortunately. Matt Simon coming on for more direct approach. Carlo MSO for Perth flow blots from Burghetti after the 80th minute. Counter attack to catch Central Coast off guard. Joandi had the ball away in goal. Scrambled to deny Central Coast Mariners of a late equaliser, and James Meredith denied a late goal for a 2-0 win for Perth Glory. So Perth Glory got a 1-0 victory with Dane Inman 32 minutes in. So well done to them, 7 shots each, 4-2 on target for Perth. Alright, the next match was Brisbane War against Adelaide United. Osbeth early lead for Adelaide United with a close range header from a pinpoint cross from Strain. Osbeth got low to connect with Strain's perfect ball into the box, whipping past Minasinik at the front post for Osbeth to head past Jamie Young inside the 6-yard box. Brisbane's first general sight on goal came when Scott McDonald found the head of Wenzel Halls with well-weighted cross Izzo diving right and pushed the ball wide of the mark. Even better when tipped O'Shea's free kick aimed for the top corner onto the crossbar and out for a corner kick. O'Shea's dead ball effort curled towards goal. Izzo stepped right outstretched glove, pulled off a second stellar save of the first half. Adelaide's swift attack at the end of the first half, when McGee setting up Minasinik, scuffed shot, drifted the line and hit the post. Brisbane's captain Aldred launched at a cross from O'Shea's corner, didn't get enough on the header, so no trouble for Adelaide United in the end. So it's just the one goal in that match with Christian Fardell Osbeth 6 minutes in to give Adelaide United a 1-0 lead, a 1-0 win. Brisbane's with 23-10 shots actually and 8-4 on target, but ultimately no points for them. The next game saw Newcastle defeat Sydney 2-1, so a surprising result there. So let's see what went on. After an even opening 20 minutes in, Sydney took the lead with a clever worked team move. Ryan Grant, Alexandra Borajum combined together down the right hand side, bursting past Angus Furgate, picking right pass with Kakache and Jets defender Matt Miller bundled the ball into the net. Grant replaced by Harry van der Sar due to injury. Van der Sar dispossessed the ball deep in the half by Stephen Ugarkovic, who released Roy O'Donovan with perfect pass. Let's set equalise, denied by the threat of Redmayne. Newcastle made a strong start to the second half. Only the width of the post denied them of an equaliser. Some sloppy play from Barbaros edge of the box allowed top play Stanley to pinch the ball and feed O'Donovan 1-on-1 with shot stopper, which got stopped. O'Donovan did beat Windmain, waddled past before it scrambled away. Newcastle did finally get an equaliser in the match there with a spectacular effort from Fitzgerald. Matt Miller dinked an inviting cross to the far post with Fitzgerald in space with Jets attacker with acrobatic scissor kick. So that was very nicely done there. Costa Petrotus with his first A-League goal of the final minutes. So that's how Newcastle managed to win the game there. Picking up the ball back of the goal on the edge of the box. Turned the defender, fired the shot past stranded Windmain. So we had Anthony Kakachi scoring for Sydney first 25 minutes in, but then had Nick Fitzgerald equalising 58 minutes in, and then Costa Petrasos in the 90th minute to give Newcastle the win and delayed Sydney of their title win. Just means that they'll have to wait another game to clinch it. They only needed a draw out of the game, so still just not quite there mathematically, but they will get it. So 15-7 shots for Newcastle, 6-1 on target as well too. And the final match saw my Wellington Phoenix team come away with a victory this time, 2-goal win over Perth Glory. So we had McCowitz won the ball, played a 1-2 with Matty Steinman, fed Hooper through with a dangerous line ball. Hooper went onto the path of the ball, shrugging off Alex Squarts, buried the ball under Weddy into the back of the net to give us a 1-0 advantage. Tratt, coming off the bench for Perth, laid a challenge on the ball, giving away a penalty kick, and Davila killed a cool strike past Weddy Artstreet's glove to give the Wellington Phoenix a 2-goal advantage. Perth got back into the game with Igman strike from long range, created from a quick series of passes between Neil Kilkenny and Augustino, finding Igman arm outside the box. Touched the white, carefully considered strike from Igman, sent the ball curling past Manovic. The shot dipped late bottom right hand corner. Popovic finding Foroli, sliding past, looked like was going to strike gold there to get an equaliser. Weak attempt, easily collected. Augustino not found Armart at the back post there. Very costly for Perth Glory as they ended up going 2-1 down to the Phoenix. So 9-7 shots and 4-2 on target for this particular match for Perth Glory. But it was Gary Hooper, 32 minutes in for Wellington. Ulis Davilia to give us a 2-goal advantage. Dane Ingman got a goal back for Perth, but for them got 0 points out of the game in the end. So that's a recap on the 5 games there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and come back again and check out the rest of my A-League content that's coming up soon.